So, we've got a Swift here, we're going to get that all set up, aren't we, Kev?
Yeah.
And get it all set up.
Oh, you
What
are.
are you doing here? Well, I need to know how to set these motorhomes up. We're doing more motorhomes, aren't we? So I need to learn from the best. I don't know why I've come here to.
Oh, yeah, yes, you better roll the camera then. I'll do this.
Okay.
So that's why you keep ringing up all the time. Normally you never want know me, do you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just a minion.
Yeah, well, like see his phone bill, would you?
Jason's
I'm a
ringing.
minion.
Oh no, that's not.
Yeah, exactly. I do. I feel this tall. I feel like Kev.
Well, that's how I feel all the time.
Do you know what I mean?
No, that's how you are all the time.
Oh, okay.
Right, let's kill two birds. No, we don't kill. We don't kill. We don't kill. Let's approach two things with one. I need to set this up for a customer.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Motorhome and Caravan prices.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Lovely.
Swift escape?
Yeah. No, I'm going to show you how to set it up and teach you a quick thing or two.
Okay, okay. So, his first venture into motorhoming, and you're going to set it up then?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Right, okay, so we've got our mains lead underneath here, which obviously we're going to want to plug that into in a minute. We're going to have a quick walk around first. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what goes where and figure it out myself. We've got our flue vent for the trim and heating. Our gas, obviously, we've got a nice new sticker on there. Somebody
like a
done
nice
their job,
gas
haven't they?
sticker.
So we've got room for 2 gas bottles in there, and we're set up for propane. And you've got, I can see you've got the nice hand wheel.
Yeah. Always put the hand wheels on. It's much easier then, so you haven't got to have a spanner with you all the time.
And what we mean by the hand wheel is where you actually connect into the gas. So that black handle, normally you'd see a metal fitting that you've got to put the spanner on, and it's reverse thread. And it's just a pain, isn't it, getting in there with a spanner and the top, and also you crush, which we don't get on the Caravans. You see, that's something that we don't get on the Caravan. So if you've connected everything all up on your gas, you've turned it all on, but you've still got no gas coming through, there's a little crash button, isn't there, you have to press in.
Yeah, don't forget to press the crash button then. That's designed for if we have a crash, it cuts the gas off if you've got the gas bottle on. But if you're driving normally with your motorhome, I wouldn't have my gas on anyway.
Yeah, it shouldn't
Not
be
really.
there on the
So we've
kettle.
turned the gas on.
Away.
Yep.
So we've then got our 230 volt in, so this is where we're going to put our hookup lead. So we're going to connect it into the motorhome first, and then we're going to connect it into the post. And the reason that we do that is that if we connect it into the post and then into the motorhome, we're dealing with a live cable. So if there's any issues, I need the other end.
Oh, sorry. Do apologise,
I thought
folks.
you knew what you were doing.
He'll say that was a deliberate mistake.
And with our cable, we don't want this all. If you've got it on a big reel, we need to unreel it. We need to make sure there's no kinks in it. We need to make sure it's nice and free, because this is going to get hot. We start putting 3, 4, 5 kilowatts of power through this cable. It's going to get hot quite quickly, isn't it? Quite good in the winter though. If we put it inside and wrapped it all around, we get free heating.
Coil it in a bed would be like an electric
It would,
blanket.
wouldn't
wouldn't
it? We've just come up with an invention. We need to, come on, dragons down.
Electric
So-
blanket for motorhomes. See?
Has he had his Weetabix today?
Mustard in.
So we need to plug our end into the motorhome first, and then we connect into our post. Is that the way you normally do it?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Just checking, just checking.
So, do you want to give a full description of the post?
It's green, it's got RB3 on there, and we've got 2 sockets at the top. And you have to turn the socket, the plug in the right way around.
We do have a trip as well on there.
Yeah, so we've got our RCD protection on there. Have we got a safety button on there as well? So if we wanted to make sure that we've got power up to the post, we have got a little trip button here that we can press, if I can find it, and that should trip out down like that. It's not working properly, that's not.
Why whispering?
You got 2 sockets, that's why.
I suppose it's not your site, is it really?
You only trip the one socket.
Well, yeah, it's not going down. Oh, it did that time. So again, testing your RCD every 6 months is worth doing.
Tip number 1.
Checking that post electric, so we need to make sure that we've got power coming in. And realistically, if you want to be really picky, we should have done that before we plugged the motor in.
We should have done, really,
Yeah,
shouldn't
we should have done. So we're trying to teach you how not to do things as well at the same time. So we've checked that we've got power to the post. We've connected in the
230.
230. We've
Yep.
then put it into the post.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a look at our water and our toilet.
Okay.
Around this side. We've got a nice bike rack there as well. We've got a nice tow bar. Do you know what that tow bar's for?
Bike rack.
No, no, no. It's for when you're sick of your motorhome and you put your caravan on the back.
Cav, come back. So we've got the cassette toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the same as your caravan.
Yeah. Have we got a drain off on the top here?
Wanna have a look?
Do you know why we've not got a drain off?
Go on.
Because it comes off the main water for the flush. It hasn't got a separate holding tank. So normally on our caravan we've got a little separate holding tank here. And we have to drain that tank down. But it creates a bit of a problem because we can't put pink chemical in the toilet, can we?
We don't want pink chemical going in because
No,
what
no.
people do is they don't empty it and then over winter then it all congeals up and the pump
Goes black.
ain't breaking. So there you go.
Blocks the pump. You change.
Hence why the motorhome is better than the caravan.
Yeah. Some motorhomes have a separate tank now, don't they?
Fridge vents, so nothing to really do there, is there, I
Now,
suppose?
now
In the
that's
winter-
telling us what type of fridge we've got.
Yeah, so it's not the big free,
Small
big
fridge.
massive one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the smaller one. And then this is where we're going to put our water in. So we've got a little connector, should have a little pump if we want to put our rock roll and pump in.
So
or-
if the motorhome wants to pretend to be a caravan, which generally doesn't really want to be, you can have an aqua roll there, you can put your pump in, you can pretend to be a caravan. So whenever you see Mark out in a motorhome, you don't see him out often because he tends to go undercover when he's out in his motorhome. He'll have his little aqua roll out there and he can just reminiscence about caravans. So,
with the Acrol.
with the aqua roll.
Yeah. So there will be a little pump that plugs into that, drops in. Is there one in there before I say all this?
Don't know.
We don't have
You might be
to.
cutting that bit out.
We don't have to
So what do we
supply
have
those.
there?
So drain off for our freshwater tank. So
What's special about that one?
yeah,
It's
nice.
electronic. So
Where's the
inside
tap?
we've got a couple
No
of
tap on it.
buttons where we can press the button and it'll do it electronically.
Oh,
You see?
that's posh.
More
See?
things to go wrong.
Hey, you haven't got one of them on a caravan either, that big shiny
No,
silver
no.
thing there.
No.
Next,
Is
what
that
else
where
do
you
you
put
want
your
to do?
diesel?
Yeah.
Now we have already filled up the freshwater tank, so what we've done the 3 elements. We put electric into the van, we switched the gas on, we put fresh water into the freshwater tank. Now we've got to prime the system, just like a caravan.
Get everything called through the systems. We've got to do our water and our gas system. Get those primed and through.
And this video wasn't about that, was it? It was about motor.
No, it's about motorhome prices and yeah, I don't know who started this, to be honest.
Right, do you want to buy this motorhome?
So
or what?
anyway, prices. What has happened?
I
with-
think since the start of January, now going up into where are we now? April. I think used prices have gone up by £2,000 or £3,000.
which is funny
On motorhomes.
because yeah, on caravans, and I think what has actually happened is that they've done it by mistake. Glasses guide, because you don't use glasses
I
guide
don't use
anymore.
glasses guide, no.
A lot of the motorhome dealers don't use the glasses guide, and we use more what is out there advertised and work back from that.
Glasses guide is a little bit like the car dealers have. It gives you a guide price of what caravans and motorhomes are. So you can have a look as a trader, can have a look as a glasses guide. It'll give you a trade price and it'll give you a retail price. The reason why the motorhomes don't use it is because there's a lot more motorhomes than there are caravans, and they don't seem to have all the motorhomes in. Where, in fairness, the caravans,
The
is
caravans
pretty
are
good.
very, very good, but the prices on the caravans have just dropped on average for the first quarter of this year by about £300, which is the first real drop that we've seen since before COVID, which I think on the caravan side, I've been saying it for a while, we've just returned back to a normal type of market. It's now not that we're sort of going,
So can I ask you a question then? If the caravans and the glasses guide have dropped by £300, are you giving £300 less?
well yeah, if the values are there, so in theory, the retail market will move with that. It will take a little bit of time for that to sort of come through, because a lot of the dealers that have got vans advertised for sale, they're not going to walk around to everything and go, oh, we'll knock that down by £300,
Yeah.
because normally we'll sort of go 5995, 6995, 7995. So, and what we've bought it for and what we're selling it for, but what it might mean is that there might be a little bit more negotiation.
I'm buying, is this?
I'm buying and selling,
Buying
so
and
yeah.
selling.
So if you're looking to buy it, it might be that you sort of go, actually, we can sort you out a free water and waste container. We can put a mains lead.
So
and
basically,
a little bit of wiggle room.
what's happening is nobody wants caravans anymore. So that's why the price has gone down, and a lot more people are moving into.
You think that'll be
motorhomes.
different though, won't you, with the new licence regulations? Cause
Yeah, because the light.
Kevin, whose side are you on here?
Well,
people can choke it.
I think they've cocked up.
Class's guide.
I think they've cocked up.
Go on.
Um,
This is an exclusive.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, obviously last year, back end of last year, which is when they've started to look at all this pricing information, we've got all the news of recession. We're going into recession, and even into this year.
When did the update come?
1st of April.
So when would they have updated it?
During that first 3 months.
January?
Which is, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually, we've probably had the best January that we ever
Yeah.
had. February, yeah, fell flat a little bit. March was not fantastic, and April started off with a boom. And I think what has happened, I've looked at all the news and all the information out there and gone, I think this is what's going to happen. And I think they've cocked up. I don't think we're going to see any difference now until October, which I think is where we will see a drop.
Now, do you now find with the pricing, it's so, how can I put this into words, is the glasses guide comes out what, every three months? It comes out every 3 months. Do you think there's more volatility in that 3 months of it going up and down? Do you see where I'm trying to go with this?
Definitely from pre-COVID.
This is what I'm saying. If you look at glasses guide now and it says it's £300 less, but next week you could be charging more.
More, yeah, or that we're giving more, and
is
we
that
have
down
to move.
Stock levels?
Yeah, we have to move with the market. So if we've got loads of people selling and nobody buying, prices are coming down.
Oh, we had loads of twin axles offered at one point,
Yeah,
so
so
the
twin
prices
axle
came
prices,
down.
then it was sort of, and it didn't really actually matter what Glasses Guide was saying because we have to move with the market.
Going back to COVID, was before COVID is we pretty much had the Bible.
Yeah,
that's what it was. That's what you gave.
Yeah.
But now
there's a bit more. There's a bit. We've just returned back to a normal market, haven't we?
Yeah, but it's so up and down.
Which is what we used to see, isn't it? COVID came along and it was this.
Yeah.
We couldn't get the stock. We couldn't get it in quick enough because
But that's what we're finding with motorhomes.
It's still happening.
If you
like
actually have a look on Auto Trade as well, for something like this, there'll probably be only 1 or 2 where there's normally a page full of them.
We had a
supply and demand, isn't it?
Shall we carry on with the spelling?
I was going to say, should we get inside and have a quick, get it all dirty, ready? And
Come on, Spielberg.
What are you finding at the minute? Is it more two-berths or more families that are coming into the motorhome market? And is it first-timers or part exchanges?
Every 4 vans we sell, probably 1's coming as a part X.
So similar to the
So
Caravans.
this one's a part X, but there's 1, 2, 3 others down there. There's a good one.
First-timers.
Are first-timers. But the market's getting younger.
Yeah.
As well, it's getting a younger market as well.
We've found again, we always used to get it where
Just a quickie, do you have the same system?
Yes. Yeah.
So let's put that on. We've got the system here. So we've got, as you can see, we've got the pump, the awning light, the lighting. We've got lighting on, haven't we, Mark?
Yeah.
Do you want to just prime up for us? So if I put the pump on?
Yeah, I've got drain off switches in motorhomes.
We have.
Yeah.
We've already primed it up. This is what we did earlier.
Yeah. All of our taps are all closed.
Let's just prime up there through.
And we'll do our hot tap first. Make sure our hot water heater.
Because we've gone off at a tangent here. It's supposed to be talking about motorhome prices.
Well, we're doing both.
Okay.
We're doing both.
Okay.
We're doing both.
Okay.
So.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
Hey, we're blokes. So the water heater plug. So just run through. We put the water in the fresh water tank.
Yeah. So we'll fill up the fresh. Obviously, on a motorhome, you've got your holding tank for your water system, haven't you? So all of your cold water, it's not necessarily going to come off your.
We have 3 tanks, don't we?
Yeah. So you've got your toilet, your waste grey water,
Your fresh water tank, and your hot water tank.
Oh yeah, I was talking about. Oh, we've actually got 4.
No, if you've got a caravan, yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you wouldn't, because you wouldn't have a waste tank on a caravan.
No, I wouldn't have a waste tank. I thought we was talking about motorhomes.
So because we do a detailed handover of everything we do, the water heater plug is under bed, yellow lever. So if you want to just show what the water heater plug is, and I'll come out of the way.
So just down here, we've got a nice little yellow tap. So this one just here. So in the upright position is draining down, and flat like this is ready to use. And again, that same system as a caravan, so whether it's a caravan or a motorhome, newer style, that's going to be exactly the same.
So we close our water heater,
Yeah.
and then we put the pump on, which then sends water out the freshwater tank into the water heater and fills it up.
Yeah.
So then we're primed up, because we can't hear the pump going now.
Yeah.
We're all primed up, we can actually ready to use it. A good little tip to do is if we're not using it, we're not keeping it under pressure all the time, because if we went out today and we've got everything primed up and we've got a leak, what would happen?
It's just going to fill the motorhome with, yeah.
So if we just put the tap on there, I'll turn the pump off. Now what's happening is we're slowly starting to lose
Pressure.
There you go. And then obviously we're not keeping everything under pressure all the time, so we're not gonna, it's not like a home where we take everything for granted, copper pipes, brass fittings. We can just, I mean, we've got plastic fittings in all caravans and motorhomes, haven't we?
Yeah, same systems.
So would you like to get me the fridge on, please? Could you do it on the gas first for me, Mark?
So we'll turn our fridge on, which has got our on and off button to the left hand side, and we'll put our finger on there and hold it on. They do a little plate for these, because sometimes you'll walk past this and knock it.
Yeah, you've done that many times.
So there is a little plate on there. So we've got our gas symbol. If we wanted to travel and keep the fridge cool as we're going along, and it's not going to freeze it down like it is on the gas or the electric, we can select our battery, our 230 volt, and then we've got auto, which is going to literally select whatever we're on to automatically. So we've gone onto auto, it's sensed that we've got the 230 volt plugged in, so instead of using our gas system, it's just switched on to the 230. If we wanted to use our battery as we were travelling along, we'd need to start the engine.
That's why we're getting the fault light.
We could select our battery and then back to our gas. And then we've got our temperature, so our minimum all the way up to our maximum. So that's going to be how cold that
Now
fridge
one
is
thing
gonna
I do like to do with fridges, I never like to overwork them all the time, because we're not using it like we are at home, are we? A bit of bacon, a bit of wine. Kevin likes his salads as well, so
You believe that, you believe anything.
I do like to, Mark, just have it on 3/4,
yeah,
just to keep the chill going. And what I'm doing, just to make sure we have got gas coming through, we've got the gas coming through on that side. Now we have got up here, would you have the same with the caravans?
Yeah, same one, yeah.
We've got the Truba system, so the hot water, I'm probably just, that's the heating, sorry, because we've got a little temperature inside the van. We can go up, and then again we can turn it off. It's quite a warm day today, isn't it?
Yeah.
So shall we put a bit of water on?
Yeah, get our hot water on.
And we'll just have that on eco.
Yeah.
We can have it on hot, or we can have it on boost. If we've got it on boost, then the heating in the van will stop working.
Something that we just want to double check is our little plug symbol on the right hand side, just so that we know that we've got 230 volt power going to that first before we try and run it on.
We're being ever so serious here,
We
aren't we?
are, aren't we? It's took a
People
turn
won't believe
for
it's
the
been
worse.
you doing this video, Jase.
What do you mean?
We don't do serious.
Don't need you anymore, Kev.
Oh,
do
right,
we?
okay.
Don't need you.
Alright, I'll turn this off then.
Ooh, don't be like that. Ooh.
Just turn around again.
So eco,
Getting a bit bold there, isn't he?
and then we're going to go on to just 1 kilowatt electric.
Are you paying for this electric?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can see your eco, I'm putting it on electric one.
So I'm going to put it on electric one.
He's got a bill coming here.
So now we've got we haven't got the heating on, we've just got the hot water on. And that's everything in the van, isn't it, ready? So where we came on with prices?
So yeah, I think, as I said, we've just gone back to a normal market. I just feel that we've returned on the caravan side, definitely.
But
it's
not a normal market, because realistically the prices of the caravan aren't where they should be.
I think that they are. I think that they are comparable to what they are new, and you sort of work back from that. I think that we are. I think all that we've lost is that actually some of the used caravans were selling as much, if not more, than a brand new one, because you couldn't get the new ones.
Do you think the motorhome prices are back where they are?
I still think they're trying to catch up with the new, because the problem that you've got with the new is on the caravans we haven't got the issue with the cabs. we haven't got a 3-year wait. If you go in to order a new motorhome, I'm not saying to somebody with a caravan, yeah, you can order this new one, but you've got to wait 3 years for it. And we've still got that on the motorhome side, which is where
I think until you can actually go and buy a brand new motorhome, they go, yeah, I'll be ready for you in 3 months.
Yeah, it's probably not going to return back to that.
It's the base vehicle that's causing the problem.
Yeah.
So chips are starting to come through now.
Because let's face it, the majority of times, if you want to go and buy a used motorhome, a new motorhome now, it's well, yeah, it's next year.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'll put a deposit down. How much is it? Don't know.
Yeah.
So
It could
until
go
that
up again.
changes, what people are doing then is they're buying a used one because they're not going to be able to use something for another year odd. So that's sending the used price up, because also the new prices have gone up as well. And I think
It's just all catching up, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not caught up at all.
Yeah, which is where the difference does come with the caravan, is that the availability. Yeah, it's still 12 months, but we've not got that. Oh, are we going to get the cabs? Aren't we going to get the cabs? There's not such a fight like there is for the motorhomes, I think. Where, because you've not only got the van dealers, the car dealers, they're all fighting for the chips for the cabs and engines and.
Yeah.
Which on the caravan side we haven't got that, so I think that's where the difference in the two markets is.
So you see the caravan market now has levelled out?
Yeah, I think that's definitely, we've found that
Do you
level
think
area
it'll go
now.
again?
No, I don't
in
think
summer?
it will. I think that if anything we will see a slight turn down next October. Not a lot, but I think just back to our normal market, where we've seen a £300 drop supposedly in the prices now.
But you think they've got that wrong?
I think they've possibly got it slightly wrong. Yeah, it's not really come through on the retail side, and we've not seen a drop in demand.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a massive increase in supply.
I think that's the biggest shock we've had this year. We've not seen a drop in demand.
Yeah.
Are you getting a younger market buying caravans?
It's not been that dip, has it?
Yeah. No.
At all.
No.
And it's just kept going on, to be honest. And it just doesn't seem a let up, and I think it's through availability.
Yeah.
That's
what's
but
driving
also
the
what
market,
people often got to understand is with the motorhome market, we're having to pay more for them.
Yeah.
We're not buying them at the prices we were 2 or 3 years ago.
Every little job that then you have to do to fix it, to service it, everything, wages have gone up. So your engine side of it to sort of dual servicing.
He'll edit that bit out.
Some mate wages, what wages?
You were the wages, Mark.
So, but every cost has gone up, hasn't it? So
now that's just dawned on me actually. Right, here's a question for you, because this is probably the reason why prices have gone up a lot more. As a dealer, we're looking for top quality stock. We're looking for stock that's right mileage, low owners, good service history, that we haven't got to do a lot of work to as well.
We're trying to limit our risk, aren't we?
Yeah, so therefore we're offering more money.
Yeah.
And that's possibly where the older vans are probably, they've still gone up, but they aren't getting that price rise, basically. So a typical van before would be 25,000 once an older van. They're at the 30k, 32k bracket, so they aren't really going up any higher.
Yeah. Whereas a 12-month-old motorhome, you can actually probably charge what a brand new one is.
Yeah, or even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be honest, if it's spec'd up
Some
right
are selling for a lot more.
So we can say on the motorhome side, the older vans, I think, might have hit the limit.
Tailed, yeah, probably up till 2010.
Yeah, because everybody else is, as a deal, we're all chasing the newest stuff, which is right. Like you've just said, wages have gone up, everything's gone up, so we're limiting the loss. So again, if you came to the caravan, which is right, you would pay a bit more for it anyway.
Yeah. Now here's an interesting one. Like I just said, everything's gone up, hasn't it? So all of our...
What have you done to me?
I told you, didn't I?
You touched it, didn't you?
Yeah, I told you.
It
needs the what's the name on?
You'll have to brush against them, won't you?
Yeah. Our costs.
Now, haven't you?
No, our costs. Just to open the doors every morning.
Yeah.
Our costs have gone up.
Yes.
So staffs, energy,
insurance,
everything, absolutely everything. Yeah. Our rates are about to go up even more again. So do you now need to have more profit when you sell something, or do we just go, actually we just need to sell more, and we've just got to spin the wheels faster.
That's a very good question to ask, actually.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
We have fuel as well, because all the vans go out with fuel in them.
Yeah.
We're using fuel to go and collect them.
And the cost
fuel
of,
to bring them
the
back.
Cost of fuel.
Yeah, so.
Every associated cost with our business, and it would be quite scary actually. And obviously we're doing it with a new site setting up where you go, right, this is what our cost is per month. So this is how many vans that we've now got to sell to cover that cost.
It's a very difficult one because you can price yourself out the market as well.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what you've also got as well is there isn't that many vans about. So if there's 2 of these on the internet, you're at 60,000 and the other one's at 50, you're never going to sell it anyway.
And then the other part of it is that there's probably 10 people trying to buy it. So you've then got to be competitive to actually buy it, and then you've got to be competitive to sell it.
Yes.
So it's, where does that leave us? I think we just need to go, we need to give up and just go and work for somebody. It'd be a lot easier at the minute, wouldn't it?
Tell us about them things called wage.
Yeah, what's this wages thing?
So, I don't know where, I think in a
better.
nutshell, prices are still up there. You think caravans have levelled out.
Yeah, definitely leveled out now.
But the money is there for the good stock as well.
Yeah.
We can't see an end yet on the motorhomes until the manufacturers bring the supply, more of the supply, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Not for a long time.
And I don't think they want it to happen.
No, yeah.
Why would you want to?
We were just saying about, was it Auto Trail the other day, reducing working hours?
Yeah.
Or working days?
Yeah.
So they're trying to cram a 4-day week in there.
Because at the end of the day, for a motorhome manufacturer to actually increase production, they're going to have to expand.
More cost.
Which is more cost. So why expand when you've sold every van for next year and then you're concentrating?
But then Swift, because we were at the Swift factory the other week, they're just doing a 2-acre extension now to the factory.
But they make caravans, Australia don't make caravans.
Well, they make caravans, motorhomes,
static homes, yes.
So
Australia purely make motorhomes. So that's,
yeah.
But also, a lot of the manufacturers now on the motorhomes are all doing their own camper versions.
Yeah. Again, Swift has started to
and
do
what
that.
I am finding is, you go buy an Auto Slipper Air or any of the new camper vans the manufacturers are doing, they price them lower than the VWs.
Yeah, they're trying to keep competitive on that.
Also for resale value, it's better to buy a branded one than it would be to buy an unbranded one.
Yeah, 100%.
So you're probably going to find a lot more of the Volkswagens on the market. There's thousands anyway.
Self-conversions and smaller little companies.
Yeah.
Saturated with it.
It's just, I think that's the one market that's completely saturated.
Yeah. So is that the area that we're going to see a big drop in?
The VWs.
Right, hope you enjoyed the video. Mark from the Caravan Place.
Jason from Motorhome and Campers and Caravans.
And
Don't forget
we haven't got a clue, so
yeah,
there we go.